Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to study about determiners. We all are well aware of determiners as we use them in our daily routines. Now, to begin with, what are determiners? Determiners are words placed in front of noun to make it clear what noun refers to. Or you can say determiner is a word that helps us to identify a noun. It always comes before a noun, telling us something more important about it. A determiner works like an adjective because they both are used to modify nouns. Now, these determiners can be divided into two broad categories. First one is your specific determiners, and second is your general determiners. First, I'll begin with specific determiners. When I talk about specific determiners, they are used in noun phrase to talk about or indicate specific people or things. We cannot use more than one specific determiner before a noun. These are the specific determiners: this, that, these, those, my, your, his, her, its, their. These determiners cannot be used, you cannot use more than one specific determiner before a noun. General determiners. When I talk about general determiners, they are used to talk about people or things in general or an indefinite way. A little, a few, all, any, and, both, each, either, few, fewer, several, much, less, little, many, more, neither. These are all your general determiners. These are some of the important notes. First one is it always comes before a noun, telling us something more important about it. If I say a sentence like, this shirt is mine, I am specifying on this shirt. Shirt is a noun, whereas this is a determiner that is being used, and it is telling something more important about my shirt. A determiner works like an adjective because they both are used to modify nouns. Subject pronouns like I, you, he, etc. and possessive pronouns like mine, yours, his, etc. cannot be determiners because they can never be followed by a noun. Second important note is they all come at the beginning of noun phrases, and usually we cannot use more than one determiner in the same noun phrase, as I told you in the specific determiners also. These are some of the examples of noun phrase: a Coca-Cola can, any question, that jar, a lot of food. So here, a, any, that, a lot, they are the determiners followed by the noun phrase. Types of determiners. When I began, I had told you that determiners are divided into two important categories. First one was specific determiner, and second one was general determiners. When I said specific determiners, I told you that specific determiners are used in noun phrases to talk about or indicate specific people or things. We cannot use more than one specific determiner before a noun. And general determiners are used to talk about people or things in general or an indefinite way. These were the categories, the broad categories. Uh, Now these are the types of determiners. Types of determiners. First one is articles. Second, demonstrative. Third, possessive. Fourth, distributive. Fifth, interrogative. Quantifiers. Sixth one is quantifiers. These are the types of determiners. We'll talk about these determiners one by one. Articles. When I talk about articles, articles are again divided into two parts. First one is the definite article and second is indefinite article. Definite article is the, whereas indefinite article is a and an. When I talk about definite article, this article is used to refer a specific noun. They talk about specific things. Example, the ostrich is the largest bird. The ostrich is the largest bird. Indefinite articles, these articles are used with singular countable nouns like a cow, a bus, an arrow, an egg. These are the types of articles, definite and indefinite. Now I am going to tell you the usage of the definite and indefinite articles. First, to begin with, usage of definite articles. Where are they used? Definite articles are used in following situations. Now you can see the situations where they can be used to refer a noun that has been mentioned before a singular countable noun that represents the whole class, before adjectives when they are used as plural nouns or represent a class, before nouns that are one of a kind, before some some proper nouns such as the name of rivers, seas, ocean, desert, and mountains, before superlatives and ordinal numbers, before adverbs to show comparison, to refer to inhabitants of the country or continent, before common nouns for emphasis. Now, for example, if I say I read a letter, in the sentence that followed, I said the letter was written by my father. Here I am specifying. I'm being specific here. She met a saleswoman. The saleswoman sold her some shirts. The ostrich is the largest bird. You can see I am specifying on the things here. When I am specifying on something, then the is used and that is definite article. Usage of indefinite articles. When I talk about indefinite articles, they are used to indicate singular countable nouns. They are used to indicate a regular occurrence of something, to refer to a class in case of singular nouns, to classify a person as members of a group, to convey quantity, quality, etc., to explain something, to indicate a single unit or type of uncountable nouns. Now, for example, we want a volunteer to come forward. An elephant has a long trunk. They have a lot of toys in their house. Cappuccino is a coffee. I go to the temple once a month. Mohan is a politician. What a lovely place. Now, repetition of articles. We repeat the use of articles in certain conditions. What are those conditions? If two nouns refer to different persons or things, or if two or more adjectives qualify different nouns in the same sentence. We look at the example. If I say, I have a blue pen and a red pen. Here I am talking about two nouns refer to different persons or things. Next, the class teacher and the principal were talking to the parents. This is how we repeat the articles. Only in these two conditions we repeat the articles. Omission of articles, where we do not use any article, or you may call it where we don't need those articles, or that is acting as a zero article. Before the name of people, continent, countries, and cities, we don't need the article there. Before the name of games, before plural countable nouns that represent a class, before abstract nouns, before uncountable nouns, before the names of languages, meals, and subjects. Here we actually omit the articles. We don't need them. Before the names of relatives and with nouns like hospitals, homes, etc. For example, Branda is my classmate. You don't need to write an article here. She plays badminton. Dogs are man's best friend. Cleanliness is next to godliness. She wants to eat more rice. Amita speaks German. Let us eat breakfast now. Now you can see here we have not used, we have actually omitted the articles. Now the next case, next type is your demonstrative determiner. When I talk about demonstrative determiners, they are the determiners that modify a noun to point out a particular noun or pronoun. The four demonstrative determiners are this, that, these, those. The use of these determiners depends on the distance and the number of nouns or pronouns. This and these are used for singular and plural nouns respectively, refer to the object or objects that are close by. That and those are used for singular and plural nouns respectively, refers to objects or object far away. For example, this car is mine. These cars are mine. Who lives in that house? Who lives in those houses? So it depends upon the singular or the plural noun. Demonstrative determiners are followed by nouns they modify. This is a note. Demonstrative determiners are always followed by nouns they are modifying. Like if I say this shirt, this is my shirt. When I said this is my shirt, here demonstrative used as a pronoun. But when I said this shirt is mine, here demonstrative is used as determiner. As in the beginning also I told you that determiners are used or are the words that help us to identify a noun. They always come before a noun telling us something important about it. Now comes the possessive determiners. When I talk about possessive determiners, they are determiners that indicate possession or ownership of something or someone. My, your, his, her, its, our, and there are possessive determiners. For example, you are my friend. The dog is wagging its tail. Again, possessive determiners are followed by the nouns they modify. They are telling us the something important about that noun. This is her box. Her is a positive determiner here. It is followed by the noun box. Again, to specify, determiners always come before noun. They help us to identify a noun. Now, examples of possessive: my, your, his, her, its, are, their. A form of a word that shows that something or someone belongs to someone. Distributive determiners, a determiner that indicates a group or an individuals from a group, giving information about it, is called distributive determiner. All, both, half, each, either, and either are distributive determiners. For example, each member of the meeting received a copy of the report. Neither player was able to knock out the other one. It should be neither. Neither player was able to knock out the other one. Now I'll talk about the quantifiers. A quantifier, a determiner that indicates the number or quality of a noun, is called quantifiers. Some, any, few, little, much, more, many, each, every, both, all, enough, half, little, whole, and less are quantifiers. They tell us how many or how much. For example, little knowledge is a dangerous thing. So here little is acting as a quantifier determiner. Try to have some patience. The following quantifiers are used with countable nouns, where we can count things or count the nouns. We use these quantifiers like many, several, a few, couple of, few, none of the. So, like example, many houses, several houses, a few houses, a couple of houses, few houses, none of the houses, the things that you can count, the nouns that you can count. The following quantifiers are used with uncountable nouns. Not much rice. You cannot count rice. A little rice. Little rice. A bit of rice. No rice. They are again uncountable nouns. When I talk about countable and uncountable nouns, all of the houses, yeah, all of the rice. Some houses, some rice. Most of the houses, most of the rice. Enough houses, enough rice. A lot of houses, lot of rice. Lot of houses, lot of rice. Plenty of houses, plenty of rice. Now again, these are the quantifier determiners, indicates the number or quality of a noun. And when I talk about quantifiers and I'm using the words like some and any, people, usually students get confused how to identify some or any. If I'm talking about any is the most commonly used. It is commonly used in negative sentences, and some is always used in a positive sentence. Like if I say there isn't any water left in this bottle, I'm being negative here, the negative sentence I'm talking about. There is some water in left in the bottle. In if I talk about yes or no question, any is used when we think the answer is going to be no, and some is used when we think the answer is going to be yes. Are there any chocolates left? Would you have some coffee? In this case, when you think that the answer is going to be no, then in that case we use any. And if we think that the answer is going to be yes, then we use some. This is how you identify some or any. These are the cardinal numbers and the ordinal numbers. As we were talking about quantifiers, cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers also come under quantifiers only. Cardinal numbers are used in simple counting and show the quantity, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas ordinal numbers are used to show the position of someone or something in the series. First, last, 50, 12, second. Now it's the turn of interrogative determiners. When I talk about interrogative determiners, a determiner that asks question about a noun is called interrogative determiner. It is always followed by a noun in an interrogative sentence. WH family, that is what, whose, and which are interrogative determiners. Only these three, what, whose, and which are interrogative determiners. What is used when we are asking for information about something? In that case, we use what. Example, what time is it? Whose is used when asking about possession. Whose house is this? Which is used with choice. Which brand of car will you buy? So these three interrogative determiners, that is what, whose, which, are the interrogative determiners. What is used when we are asking information about something, whose is used when we are asking about a possession, and which is used with choice. This is the assignment 1 and this is the assignment 2 that you are going to do. Before I give you the assignment, I would like to again give you a small recap of what determiners are. Again, determiners a determiner is a word that helps us identify a noun. It always comes before a noun, telling us something more important about it. A determiner works like an adjective because they both are used to modify nouns. Subject pronouns like I, you, he, etc., and possessive pronouns like mine, yours, his, etc., cannot be used as determiners because they can never be followed by a noun. This you need to remember. This is an important point. Again, I had told you that determiners are divided into two broad categories. First one was your specific determiner and second one was your general determiner. Specific determiners are used in noun phrase to talk about or indicate specific people or thing, whereas general determiners are used to talk about people or thing in general or an indefinite way. Kinds of determiners, there are 6 kinds of determiners: articles, demonstrative, possessive, distributive, interrogative, and quantifiers. Articles are again divided into two parts. First one is definite and second is indefinite article. Whereas in definite article, we talk about only the definite things, that is specific things, and we use the there. Whereas in indefinite articles, we use a and. They are These articles are used with singular and countable nouns. I had told you about the usage of the indefinite articles as well as the definite articles. Demonstrative determiners are used, they modify a noun to point out a particular noun or pronoun. They are of four types: this, that, these, and those. Possessive determiners, determiners that indicate possession or ownership of something, are called possessive determiners. They are followed by nouns they modify. Distributive determiner, it indicates a group or individual from a group, giving information about it. And interrogative determiners, they ask questions. There are three interrogative determiners: what, whose, which, where. What is used for asking information, and whose is used when it is asking about possession, whereas which is used when we are asking of a choice. Quantifiers, they indicate the number or quality of a noun. While doing the assignment, both the assignment 1 as well as assignment 2, be careful. Remember the types of determiners as well as specific and general determiners. The answers will be uploaded on your in your ERP. Thank you.